and saw today that silver is under $20 again, and I just wanted to try to bring you guys a little perspective. But before I do that, I just want to show you a few coins that I got in. On the left there is a Dove of Peace coin, and I got this from APMEX. I think they had a 1 or 2 day sale where they were doing free shipping on any amount, and so I saw these, thought they were interesting. They were from the Jerusalem Mint. I didn't have anything from them, and the coin design is very simple. It's nothing incredibly detailed and stuff, but it's just something different, and so I picked one of those up. The one in the middle I really like, from the Perth Mint. This has a mintage of 5,000 coins, and they're square, and this one is actually rated perfection. Love it. PF70 Ultra Cameo. It's the spring seasons colorized coin, and it's beautiful. The detail on it, the coloring on it is just great. It's 1 ounce of silver. And then the one on the right, actually it is silver. I know it probably looks a little like copper, but it is actually a silver coin, and it's been toned through some type of process. And I got it from a guy on eBay. His eBay ID is Mr. Silversmith, and what he does is, for some of these generic coins, is he tones them with a kind of a rainbowish type tone, and they're very unique and different, and so really liked what he did, and I picked this up, and he's pretty reasonably priced, at least I feel he is, on these coins. And so if you want to look it up, again, it's Mr. Silversmith on eBay, and check out some of his stuff. I think if you kind of are into something a little different, I think you might like it a little bit. I play a lot of poker. I plan on using that one on the right as my card protector. That is 1 ounce of silver, and I think it does a nice job. It's hard to, I don't know how well it shows on the video, but it's got some nice tones to it and kind of looks different, a little rainbowish in that respect. So like I said before, I do play a lot of poker, and in poker, if you're not really familiar with poker, you can rarely be certain about where you stand in a hand. And of course, if you have the nuts, if you have the best possible hand, then you know you're good at that point, but most of the time that's not the case. And so by the nature of poker, you're necessarily in a position where you don't know for sure if you have the best hand. And so what separates winning players from losing players? Well, I'll tell you, and this is from experience, because I used to be a losing player, and I play a lot now and do okay with it. So I can tell you that the difference is that winning players, when they put big money in the pot, when they have the best of it. That's basically the deal there. So how do winning players know when they have the best of it? And that's a real good question. Well, winning players will analyze all available information they have on their opponents. How often do they enter a pot? Do they typically fold to raises? What's their range of hands that they typically play? Do they slow play big hands? Do they bet draws? All this information, good players are constantly observing what their opponents are doing and putting together a profile on them. And based on this type of information, that we can make an educated guess about where we stand in a hand and then proceed accordingly. That's what good poker players do. Now, what does this have to do with silver? Let's get back to silver. I want to show you a chart that I kind of consolidated to give you a little bit of perspective. So I'm going to put this up here, and hopefully you can read it well. So let's see here. I'll try to get this for you here where I can get it on one page. Yeah, I think that does it there. Okay, and so this is a chart, and I've ran the years from 2003 up through 2013, and the second column is the low price that silver was on the London Fix. And so you can see back in 2003 the low price was $4.37. In 2004 it was $5.50, etc. The third column is the high price it was for that year on the London Fix. So in 2003, you can see the high price for spot silver was $5.97, etc. And then I created the fourth column. The fourth column is the percentage that the high is over the low. And you can see that in 2003, from a low of $4.37, if you had gotten in then, you would have made 37% if you out at the high level. And you can see that these numbers these percentages of the difference over the low is quite, the difference between the high and the low divided by the low is quite large for silver. If you look there, like In 2008, there was a 136% increase. In 2010, 103% increase. In fact, if you go over these last 11 years, you'll see the lowest percent increase of the high over the low is 36%. I mean, that's the lowest percentage. I mean, that's amazing if you think about it. What volatility there is within silver. And so now, just going, if you assume that our low in 2014 is $19.27, and that occurred on February 3rd, then a 36% increase off that low would imply a high price of silver of about $26.25. Okay, so does that mean it's going to happen? Well, of course not. But a little perspective from history can go a long way into keeping you calm in the middle of sluggish performance. I think what we're seeing right now is just noise. When silver goes up or down $2 or $3, it's just noise. It's basically people playing paper games with the price, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the fundamental underlying price of silver. I think in the end, over the next 5, 10, 15 years, I think that true physical price discovery is going to come out. But right now, all we're seeing is noise. So when I analyze this poker hand that is the silver market, I see significantly higher prices in the future, and that's where I've chosen to place some of my bets. I'm not all in on silver. I'm not even close. My read on the markets is not good enough to do that. But like all good poker players, I am trying to get my money in with the best hand here. And like all good, like what all even good poker players experience, it may not work out. Maybe silver will stay in the $10 to $20 range for the next 30 years. It could happen, but that's okay. I'm living authentically, and I'm doing what I believe in, and so I really believe that there's an opportunity here, and that's why I'm a big silver guy. There's nothing wrong with having your money in traditional paper financial assets like stocks and bonds and mutual funds. I've got them myself. I mean, I've got quite a bit in stocks and bonds, so I'm not like, boy, if you have your money in paper assets and you're buying stocks and bonds, you're crazy or anything like that. I'm balanced out there, but I know. I am much more heavily into the metals than most people in terms of the percentage that I'm willing to gamble that they are undervalued at this point. So only time will tell how that plays out. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. You guys take care. I hope you're having a good day and be good to each other. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.